To Congress, a segment when we talk directly to Washington lawmakers who represent us here in the San Joaquin Valley. And right now we're talking to Democratic Representative of California's 21st Congressional District, Jim Costa, live from Washington, D.C. Good morning, Congressman. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Jim. It's always great to be on a great day. Thank you.
We appreciate it. Hey, yesterday, California Attorney General Rob Bonta filed a lawsuit challenging the Trump administration's executive order seeking to end birthright citizenship. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think President Trump is attempting to try to make good on campaign promises, and he made many through the use of executive orders. I think he'll find, like other presidents before him, that there are limitations on how you can use an executive order to pursue whatever goal you might. On the 14th Amendment, I think, frankly, there will be bars because it's in the Constitution. It comes back to the 19th century after the Emancipation and Proclamation to free slaves, and I think it's ingrained in constitutional law, and I don't think you can repeal it with an executive order. Attorney General of California and others are trying to enjoin that executive order, and we'll see what the courts decide.
One thing I wanted to ask about, you are back on the Ag Committee, and so what is your first priority?
Well, first priority is hopefully to pass a reauthorization of the Farm Bill. It's gone on far too long. The ability to try to ensure that the 12 titles that support American agriculture, that puts food on America's dinner table every night, provides nutrition support for Americans who are food insecure, are all critical needs of this nation, and therefore we must pass the reauthorization of the Farm Bill. There are other efforts that I'm engaged in as well to provide additional support for the high-path avian flu that's impacting our dairy and poultry industry in California and around the country. So there's a lot of work we need to do in the Ag Committee. Looking forward to getting on with that important work.
I also want to ask you about this. President Trump pardoned many of the January 6 rioters. You were one of the members trapped in the House gallery on that day, so you have a unique perspective on this. What is your response to that?
Oh, yes, I do. For 40 minutes, along with over 25 of my colleagues, a violent, angry mob was attempting to break through the Capitol and prevent a fair and free election from being enacted. Let me tell you, it was not a love fest. It was not a peaceful demonstration. I was there. And many of the 1,500 individuals that were pardoned yesterday had pled guilty to assaulting officers with tasers, with other means that created great body injury and mental harm to those 150 police officers who were trying to protect our nation's capital. And so I take it personal. This was not appropriate in my view. And by the way, I think the issue of pardons in the last week or so by both presidents, I take issue with, frankly. I don't think one set of pardons justifies another set of pardons, frankly. For those of us who witnessed that day, it is the saddest time of the 20 years I've been in Congress that we would see this in the oldest democracy in the world. So I'm very concerned about the impacts of these pardons and attempting to rewrite the history of January 6th 4 years ago.
And we mentioned your priorities on the Ag Committee. What else is on the top of your to-do list?
Well, I think that investing in the people of our valley and California and our country through infrastructure, transportation, water, trying to expand broadband and the access to it, as well as attempting to get a medical school in our valley to improve health care. These are goals that I've been working on for many years. We've made progress. We've gotten additional billions of dollars in funding for recharging our groundwater, expanding San Luis Reservoir, rehabilitating the Friant Kern Canal, We're making progress in other transportation means to improve our economy, and we're moving along with the efforts on the medical school. So all of these are important areas that will improve the quality of life for people who live in our valley, and that's among my highest priorities. Get our economy continuing to back on track.
Congressman Jim Costa, thank you for joining us this morning. Great day. We'll be right back.